Hola estudiantes, bienvenidos. Español 201, verano 1. Yo soy el profesor Stevens, and this course runs from May 22nd through June 21st. Bienvenidos. This is a brief orientation video. I'll try to keep it under 10 minutes. Here we are on Canvas. This is the course website. And you'll see in the left-hand margin all these different components. I'm going to go directly to People. And you should be on here. If you're attached to the course, you should automatically be loaded. And we start with Brooke Buchanan, and at the end of the line, we've got all the way down to Casey Watkins. So I can see that some people have already accessed Canvas. They're becoming familiar with it. I sent you a message the other day asking you to look over the syllabus, and we're going to continue doing that right now. So over here under modules, you have a lot of information. For example, under student resources, you've got your syllabus, you've got a link to the companion website where you do your homework, a lot of tips, how to make recordings, how to upload stuff, Spanish Conversation Center, and let's go directly into the syllabus. Of course, if you have any questions, you can write me about this, and I'll answer any questions you might have. But if you go over the syllabus, you'll probably find that most of your questions will be answered right here. So obviously this is an online course. It's called asynchronous, meaning that we don't meet in real time. And important links, student outcomes. I'm going to skip all this because you can read it on your own time. And communication with me, I'm pretty much open. Just shoot me an email and I'll get in touch with you quickly. If we need to set up a Zoom session, of course we can do that. And let's see, I'm going to pop, okay, this is probably what is most concerning to students, is what materials do you need? You simply need Portales 2, the author is Blanco. You need to get the digital copy with the access code to the VHL online platform. So if you hit this link, so don't worry about the bookstore, you need to just purchase it directly from the publisher, Vista Higher Learning. So right here, just hit that link and you'll see that University of North Carolina, Wilmington pops up. So this is a website specifically for UNCW students. And you'll look for Spanish and 201, 202, and this is probably going to fit you. You want Portales 201, 202 if you've not purchased the Portales 1. So if you're absolutely brand new and this is what you're getting, I would go probably with this version. This is digital access only. No printed textbook. Your textbook is online and all the activities that you'll need, and you'll have 6-month access. So that's $149. If you wanted to get a loose leaf student textbook, something to something to touch and mark up and all that, in addition to everything else, it's going to run you $174. So this is print plus digital access, but you don't need it. This is what you need at a minimum, the digital access only, and it's good to go. So once you've purchased your textbook, then you want to enroll in the course. And to do that, you can just follow these steps. You create an account and you enroll in My Specific section. It should come up, and if you have any issues, you can always watch this little video, but it's very pedestrian. It's very easy to do. Just take it one step at a time. And of course, this is little information on Canvas, but most of you probably know how to deal with Canvas. And here's some other information about stuff that you'll need for this course and the evaluation. Homework 30%, student video, there's just one. 5% discussion blogs and peer responses, not too many, maybe just 2. 15%. Spanish Conversation Center online visits, there'll be 2. A Zoom interview at the very end, last week of classes, 10%, and 6 chapter tests. And be doing your homework on the VHL Center or VHL Central online platform. And if for some reason you don't do very well in one particular chapter, or you get hung up or something, don't stress out too much, because at the end of the term you'll be able to drop your lowest chapter homework. And same thing for the test. So if you happen to blow a particular test, or for some reason you weren't able to take it, the lowest test grade will be dropped at the end of the term. So we also have one video assignment, and I'll talk about that in the near future, and discussion blogs, more information, conversation center. You've got more information here, and hit that link and that will give you even more information. And the rest you can just read at your leisure. There is tutoring available through the University Learning Center. You can access them here and set up an appointment if you need to. The thing about taking a Spanish course in the summer is that, yes, it's very intensive, but before you know it, it's over. So I try to keep your workload down a little bit. I try not to give more than 2 hours of homework a day, but I don't have any choice because we've got to cover 6 chapters. So it is intensive, but believe me, before you know it, you'll turn around and it's like, wow, where did the time go? It's over. So hang in there, be a good sport, and you'll find, hopefully, that you will have learned a lot. Bien, it's important to realize that you have 2 calendars that you need to consult every day. The first one is the Canvas calendar. That lets you know what's coming up on Canvas. And for example, we can see here that today's the 17th, it's shaded, and the course starts on the 22nd, and on the 31st, the student video is due. Everything's always due at midnight on the indicated day, and I'll talk more about the video shortly. And just peeking ahead, we see that the Spanish Conversation Center is due by Monday, June 5th. So that's a very important calendar to access, and you have another calendar in VHL. To access the VHL online platform, you can just, in your URL bar, just type VHL, or we have a link here as well under Student Resources. So this is the companion digital website, and it comes up, and what you want is Portales 2. So you hit that, and I'm going to set it so that I have the student view. So we're looking at it as if I were a student. And if you hear somebody snoring, that's one of my dogs. She just turned 7. She's kind of an old timer, an old Labrador. And she's snoozing away. So you might hear her in the background. Anyway, so this lets you know what's coming up. So the first thing that's due is May 22nd by midnight. All these exercises in contextos, right? And then Tuesday, and then Wednesday, etc. So this lets you know what's coming up on VHL. This is one way to go. You can just proceed in a serial fashion and hit start, and it'll just take you 1, 2, 3, 4. But you don't have to go in order like that. You can also hit assignments here on the toolbar and hit activities. And then you can see what's due on any given day. So the first part always has to do with vocabulary. So these are just little tutorials that you would run through. You'd listen and repeat back. And then you have a couple of exercises that deal with specifically vocabulary. When you think you're ready, you take an autoevaluación at the end and just move on from there. So if you access the calendar, you can see what's coming up on any given day and the amount of time that you're expected to spend on each activity. So 2 hours, a little bit more. So you see I try to keep it around 2 hours. And so this is everything you need, everything you have assigned for the first lesson, for the first chapter. And the first lesson test will be on the 27th. You have to take it by midnight. You can take it early if you wanted to take it on Friday, if you're good to go, if you wanted to have a clear weekend and wrap everything up by Friday late, you could do that. And it's just 30 minutes here. I think that's just a glitch in the system. You'll always have 60 minutes to take these chapter tests. So even though it says 30, rest assured you will have a full 60 minutes to take that assessment. It's important to note, as far as the homework goes, you have multiple attempts to do each activity. In other words, if you don't get it right the first time, you can come back and do it a second time, a third time. You'll have multiple attempts, except for those items that are true-false. For the true-false items, you only have one shot, but for the multiples, you can do it as many times as you need to get it 100%. So there's no reason not to have high scores in the homework in general. And this is my dashboard, and it lets me know the students enrolled in this section. And we only have one, which is me. I'm here as a dummy. And so this needs to start getting populated. So as you enroll, I should see your name here. Please only use your UNCW email to make sure that you get all important notifications. Well, I think that's enough for today. I'll send you another video in the next couple of days. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, if you have any issues, reach out to me or reach out to the techies at VHL or UNCW. Mientras tanto, que tengan buena suerte, buen día y nos veremos muy pronto. Hasta luego.